Hello, my name is Ammar Gangadiwala. I'm a cloud architect with more than 20 plus years of experience in software industry, focusing mostly on Azure and Microsoft technology stack. In today's webcast, we'll see how to containerize your microservice using Docker. This is the part 4 of the series. Please watch the previous part if you have not watched it, especially the part 1, and the link to that one I put in the description section of this video. Also, in the description section of this video, you will also find the step-by-step instruction if you want to do hands-on experience along with this video. Prerequisite for this demo is Docker. You can install Docker Desktop, Visual Code, and .NET version 5 or greater. We'll go to the parts of my order service which we have created in the part 1 of this series in the command prompt. In the command prompt, I will type code dot. This will launch the Visual Studio. I will go back to my command prompt with .NET restore, .NET build. You notice the build succeeded. Now let's do .NET run. Running on this one. This is the URL localhost 4752. Open the browser window. Open the Swagger page. Click on the get button. Click on execute button. Here you see the output of the result. The data is coming from the SQL Server database. In the command window, you can see in the info section the query which is generated by the entity framework. Now that my .NET application is running locally, I want to containerize this application. For that one, I will use Docker. So let's launch Docker Desktop. So on my screen, you see that I have launched Docker Desktop. Go back to my Visual Studio Code. Over here, I will go to the command palette and type Docker. Use the first option. Here you see the Docker, add Docker files to the workspace. Click on that one. Select the runtime. I will select the ASP.NET Core. You can select which one, Linux or Windows. Let's select Linux. This is a port where the .NET application is running locally. So automatically it picked this port for me from this file, from the launch settings.json file. So click on enter button. It says optional Docker compose file. I don't want Docker compose file. So this is my Docker file. These are the various stages in my Docker file. This is the stage 1. Okay, this is adding the user. This is a stage 2 in my Docker file. This is the same command that we run locally, .NET restore, .NET build, .NET publish, okay, and everything these are in the Docker file. Now that we have generated the Docker file using Visual Studio Code, next step is that we'll containerize this application using Docker. I will go back to my command prompt and I will run some Docker commands. Okay. So this is my command prompt. I'm in this directory order service, Docker build and dot. Dot means current directory. This is building. Docker build successful. Now that the Docker build is successful, I can run the command docker images. This will list all the images on my Docker. The next I will give this Docker image. For that one, I will run the command tag, docker tag, copy this one, the image ID, and then give a name to my tag. MRIG, the MRG52 is my iDocker ID. This is the service name, and this is the version. Let's run the docker images command again. And here you notice that one now it has changed. Initially it was none over here. Now it is changed to my new tag name with the version number. Finally, then I will run the command docker run dp, the port name. dp is the for the port on which you want to run. 8089 is the port that my container will run, and this is my the service on which my port is exposed to. And this is the name of the tag image name and the container name. Now the container is running. I can verify that one in my Docker desktop. So here you see these images. In images, this is my image which I tag it. Get all this information over here, and then you can go to the containers, and in the containers you can see that this one container is running over here. Now that my container is running on the port 8089, I can open a new browser session and go to the my container. This data, this is coming from the container. In this video, we have seen how to containerize a microservice using Docker. Hope you have enjoyed the session. All the steps of this webcast will be in the description section of this video on my YouTube channel. Please do not forget to click on the like button and the subscribe button and the bell icon. Thank you for watching.